I feel very proud to be chairman of the Tallow GAA club because my father was chairman before me and my grandfather was probably one of the few people who, how should I put it, restarted the club in 1919. There was a football club in Tallow, purely football strangely enough, in the late 1900s. And Tallow actually contested the very first senior football county final in Waterford with Ballyduff Lower, and they were beaten. But the football club as such, as far as we know, because too many records weren't kept in those days, but as far as we know, it went out of existence in the early 1900s. Now, my grandfather, Jim Dean, Lord of mercy on him, came from Middleton. And Middleton at the time, around 1919, was a very good senior hurling club in Cork, and they had some of their best years at the time. So he obviously was very interested in hurling. So he restarted the club here as a hurling club, purely and simply to begin with. Most things for the club.
And where would you like to see the future of Tallow GAA club going?
Well, the future, as I said before, is in our youth. And I, unfortunately, was in England for 33 years. So the second or third great Tallow teams, I never had the pleasure of seeing them play in any of the finals because I was away all the time. And I was, however, kept well informed by the local paper, the Dungarvan Leader, which comes out every week, and my mother would always send me that, and I was kept abreast of what was happening through that. And what I would like to see is Tallow back in and winning a county senior hurling title, because I would say for 99% of the people in Tallow, hurling is definitely the king. And whilst I would love to see a football title, the senior hurling county title, beating Mount Sion, I think, would be the top of everything for me.
You played yourself when you were younger as well?
I did, yes. I played all grades. But we never had a very good team. We were in the middle of the doldrums in the 50s and early 60s. And as was mentioned previously, it was the under-16 football team that started the 20 years that Tallow had, the great 20 years they had, where they won something like 44 county titles. And it was that team that won it, but I think it's rather ironic that they had to go outside the county to Carrick-on-Shore in Tipperary to win their first title. Finally, on reflection, personally, I would like to thank all those people that have gone before me during the last 75 years, in whatever capacity that they helped out the club, especially all the chairmen. I have a fair idea what they went through. There were some very lean years, and there were some great people that almost single-handedly, I could name them, but I won't, because it would be unfair to leave other people out that maybe I don't know about, but certainly I know who they are, and they know who they are themselves. And all the secretaries, treasurers, tea ladies, if you like, down the years, who have helped put Tullochgoneering on the map. And the one man I would mention, and there is no doubt, but Ned Power, when he came into Tallow as a very young teacher, he was probably 22 or 23, and I remember him well because I was actually in his first class that he took way back in the 50s, was probably 52 or 53, and he saw that there was no cohesion, no plan. We just went to the field and when we liked. He started street leagues, school leagues. He showed us the basic skills because he at the time was beginning to star in a very good, well, definitely in my opinion, the best Waterford team that there was through the late 50s, 57, 59, 63. They contested 3 All-Irelands in that period. And Ned's skills with the coaching and getting the young boys down the field, discipline, that was what bore fruition in '66 and what won all those titles for the following 20 years. So a special word of thanks to Ned Power, who came from Dungarvan, but we won't hold that against him. He came, and I am sure he is now a Tallow man, and a good Tallow man. Thanks, Ned, for all your help down the years. We appreciate it.